All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Mail Stand. Now, the Mail Stand is a feature where I read emails to you that I have received, right? Kind of like behind the scenes stuff. Now, these emails could be from people I've known for maybe 30 years that I know are connected to the club, or it could be from complete random strangers that I do not know from Adam. So it is very important that when you listen to any of the emails I read to you, that you take them with a very large pinch of salt. I'm neither endorsing them or rubbishing them. I could be reading an email to you and thinking, what a load of shite. Or I could be reading an email to you thinking, I wish I could tell them a bit more about who this is, right? It's purely for you to read it, digest it, and see if you think it's believable or not, right? That's it, simple as that. And I know that you enjoy this feature and that you're all, big enough and daft enough to form your own opinions. So I'm going to read the email to you that I have here. And if you see me pause or anything, it's not that I'm making it up as I'm going along. It's that I want to make sure I don't read anybody's name out or something I shouldn't read out, okay? And I'm reading exactly as received by me. So if it doesn't make sense, it's not my English. I just think it's wrong for me to change emails to make them sound a particular way because I might say something that's not meant. All right, you got a rough idea of how it works. This came in at 16:02 my time, so 3 o'clock UK time this afternoon. All this media about Isak selling his house, not playing for Newcastle, has not come from the player or Liverpool. It is coming from Newcastle United. The owners of Newcastle, as I have always said, cannot lose face. One thing I can tell you is Liverpool are getting tired of the way this is being handled, and according to someone I know, will walk away if it carries on, as they feel they are being used and have been, and then in brackets, albeit failing in the MSM, mainstream media, made to look like they are at fault, especially as LFC have been nothing but respectful and have been uber professional in their pursuit of Isak. LFC are, if anything, looking now to change the deal due to claims about Isak's behaviour. This saga is all about Newcastle not losing face. I personally think that the owners have a lot of blame at their feet due to having no chief executive and no sporting director. And that's it. That's the email. One thing I'm going to say to you, there has been this big deal about him selling his house. Newcastle fans have been telling me today, he's been burgled a couple of times. That was always part of the plan. I think one of the journalists up there has also maybe, touched on that subject, saying, oh no, the lease was up anyway, etc., etc. Maybe, but he could also have renewed the lease. You know what I mean? Maybe those are contributing factors as to why he's leaving. To me, when I hear people say a player's sold their house or looking for a house, I'm about that fucking interested. It means nothing as far as I'm concerned. So that bit about, this isn't nothing to do with the author of this email, it's just part of the subject that's been discussed today. When I see, stuff about fucking houses being put on the market, big deal. Footballers have a lot of houses, you know what I'm saying? What was the other thing I was going to say about that? No, I'll leave that. I was going to give a bit more opinion, but anyway, that's the email. That's the contents of the email. Liverpool are getting tired of the way it's being handled, and according to someone I know, they will walk away if it carries on. I find that hard to believe. I think Liverpool, they don't want to look bad, but this is business, like at the end of the day, when you're in business, you've got to be ruthless. And when you're good at something, or when you're maybe pushing and, there's money involved, maybe you can look like the bad guy or something, maybe, I don't know. I just think that's part of it. So I don't see Liverpool not completing this deal, to be honest with you, at the moment. I still think that we will sign Alexander Isak. When, I don't know. I wouldn't lose my shit if we didn't sign him in this window. If the window's shut, and a lot of people go, well, that's that then. That was a waste of fucking time. I'd go, no, I think we'll still get him. But I think we're going to get him anyway before then. So we shall see. In my opinion, I think there are a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we don't know about. And I think a lot of it is theatre, to be honest with you, on Newcastle's part, probably to appease their fans. And, we did all we could kind of thing. Because, Isak's been painted as a villain big time, isn't he, for them? So anyway, I'm going to leave it with you. That's the first email from the Mail Stand this evening. Like I say, please take these with a pinch of salt and form your own opinions. Okay, guys, I'll leave it with you. I'll be back with you shortly. If you found this interesting, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, you know the drill. There's a love heart under the video, which is called the super thanks. And I always give a shout out to people in my morning briefings on my other YouTube channel, which I haven't recorded today yet. I will still try and do one. I'll get it out. That's what she said. Before I get to bed. All right, there'll be an evening briefing, if you like, or debriefing. The link to my other channel is in the video description. It's called the Duncan Oldham channel. It'll pop up on the screen as well. All right, so I always give a nod to people that support my work. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. Let me know what you think. Okay, cheers.